Have you ever felt like your brain is just stuck? You can scroll for an hour with no problem, but one page of a book or a sink full of dishes feels almost painful. The task is small, but your whole body still pushes back. That doesn't mean you're lazy. It usually means your brain got used to fast, easy rewards, so normal life now feels too slow. Let's fix that. And first, you need to see what boredom really is. Most people think boredom means nothing is happening. But when you're in it, it doesn't feel empty. It feels like an itch. Your hand wants your phone. Your chest feels tight. Nothing sounds good unless it's loud, new, or fast. Picture a normal day. You wake up and check your phone. Then come texts, short videos, music, snacks, and little hits of novelty all day. Each one feels harmless, but together they train your brain to expect a steady stream of easy rewards. So when it's time to answer one email or fold clothes, your brain pushes back hard. This is where dopamine comes in. People often call it a feel-good chemical, but that misses the point. It's closer to the signal that says, pay attention, this might be worth your time. It helps aim your attention at what could give you a reward next, which is why your hand keeps drifting back to your phone even when you don't really want to check it. Your brain also tries to keep a steady rhythm. Think of it like your ears after a loud concert. When you've been around noise for hours, a quiet room can feel strange at first. Not because quiet is bad, but because your system got used to intensity. Fast clips, sugar, constant messages, and endless novelty do something similar. They raise the level of stimulation your brain expects, so normal moments can feel weak for a while. So boredom in modern life often isn't true emptiness. It's the drop you feel after too much input. The room didn't get worse when you put your phone down. The dishes didn't become more painful. Your brain just got used to a speed real life can't match, and now anything calm feels harder than it should. That's why simple tasks feel so hard. Dishes don't light up. Books don't refresh every second. Good work starts slow, and when your brain keeps comparing that slow start to sugar, scrolling, and constant novelty, slow effort loses. After a while, this can mess with how you see yourself. Plans start strong, then fall apart the second they get boring. Work piles up. Free time feels numb. Even rest stops feeling like rest because your brain keeps asking for more. So no, this doesn't mean your brain is broken or empty. It usually means your brain learned to expect rewards that show up fast and often, and now slower rewards, like reading, cleaning, writing, or even a quiet evening, don't feel strong enough at first. Your brain didn't grow up in a world of pings, short clips, sugar on demand, and one-tap shopping. But it does adapt fast, and it adapts to whatever you feed it most. Think about one normal afternoon. A text comes in, then a reel, then email, then a snack, then music. None of that seems like a big deal, but stacked together, it teaches your brain to expect change every few seconds. Quiet starts to feel wrong because your inner speed got too high. A big reason is anticipation. Your brain reacts not only when a reward shows up, but when it thinks one might show up soon. That maybe is powerful. Maybe there's a funny post. Maybe someone replied. Maybe there's news. Maybe there's nothing at all. That small bit of uncertainty keeps your attention half hooked. So you check again, then again, then again. That's why apps can be hard to put down. The reward doesn't come every time, and that makes the urge stronger. You refresh because something good might be there this time. You open one app, then another, and before you know it, 20 minutes are gone and you don't even remember what you were looking for. Now compare that to a book, a workout, or a hard project. Those rewards build slowly. A book may feel dry for the first few pages before the story pulls you in. A workout may feel uncomfortable before your body warms up. A project may feel scattered before your thoughts click into place. Cleaning your room won't surprise you every 10 seconds, but 10 minutes later, the floor is clear and your mind is less crowded. Slow rewards ask you to stay long enough to feel the payoff. There is also less friction now. You used to have built-in gaps in the day. You waited in line with nothing to do. You sat on the bus and looked out the window. You walked to the store with your own thoughts. Now the second boredom shows up, you can wipe it out with a screen in less than a second. That means your brain gets less practice being still, less practice waiting, and less practice finding interest in ordinary life. So, chores feel rude, deep work feels dry, reading 2 pages can feel like a fight. The task isn't beyond you. It just asks for a kind of attention you haven't trained lately. After a while, this spills into the rest of life. You leave courses half done. Books collect dust. Even texts that need a real reply start to feel heavy. You sit down to rest, but rest feels thin, so you reach for more input and end the night more drained than when you started. That can make you call yourself lazy or scattered. But for a lot of people, the simpler answer is true. You're overstimulated and out of practice. The good news is, you don't need to quit modern life. You just need to reset how and when your brain gets rewarded. Now, let's make this practical. First, remove one easy reward for a set block of time. Pick the thing you grab the second you feel bored, usually your phone, and step away from it for a few hours or even one full day. You don't need to disappear from the world. You just need a long enough break that your brain stops expecting a burst of entertainment every time the day gets quiet. Next, let boredom show up on purpose. Eat one meal with no screen. Take a short walk with no headphones. Stand in line and keep your phone in your pocket. Sit in the car for a minute before the next thing. At first, this can feel almost silly, like nothing is happening and your skin wants to crawl. But that's the point. You're teaching your brain that a quiet moment is not an emergency. Then add friction. Log out of apps. Move them off your home screen. Turn off the bright red badges. Charge your phone in another room. Put the TV remote in a drawer. If you work on a laptop, close the extra tabs before you begin. Bad habits love speed, so even a few seconds of delay can give you enough space to choose instead of react. After that, switch the order of your rewards. Do the work first, then get the treat. 10 minutes of real work before you check your phone. Clean the kitchen before the video. Read 3 pages before the break. Answer the hard email before you open social media. This trains your brain to connect effort with relief, instead of expecting relief before effort starts. Keep the reset small enough to win. Pick one boring task you've been avoiding and do it for 10 minutes a day. Not an hour, not your whole list. Just 10 honest minutes. Open the document, wash the dishes in one side of the sink. Fold one pile of clothes. When the timer ends, you can stop. That matters, because you are trying to rebuild consistency, not prove how hard you can push yourself in one burst. Basic body habits help too. Move your body, get sunlight, sleep enough, eat real meals, drink water. These things sound plain, but they change how the day feels. When you're tired, underfed, stiff, and stuck inside, everything feels more irritating and boring. When your body is steadier, your attention usually steadies too. And expect a dip at the start. The first few days can feel flat and annoying. Music may feel less exciting. Your phone may seem harder to ignore. A quiet room may feel too quiet. That doesn't mean the reset failed. It usually means your brain is adjusting to a lower level of stimulation, and this is where most people give up and run back to the noise. When daily life feels boring, your brain is often stuck on high speed. That's why a quiet room can feel irritating, why one page can feel heavier than an hour of scrolling, and why simple work can feel strangely painful even when you know it matters. The fix isn't to fill your day with even more stimulation. The fix is to lower the noise long enough that normal life starts to feel normal again. Try one low stimulation block this week, even just a few hours. Put the phone away. Let the boredom come up. Do one slow task anyway. At first, that might feel uncomfortable. Then something shifts. Your mind settles a bit. The task stops feeling so sharp and annoying. You get through more than you expected, and the reward is quieter but more solid. You end the day less scattered, because your attention finally had a chance to land somewhere real.